Resident doctors in England have begun a 6-day strike, their 15th in 3 years, as their dispute with the government over jobs and pay goes on. The government has withdrawn the offer of 1,000 extra training places, one of the issues in the dispute, arguing it can no longer afford to fund the positions, given the financial cost of the strike to the NHS. Doctors have accused the Health Secretary of consistently going back on his word over pay. Our health editor, Hugh Pym, reports.
Take your time.
Simon is a consultant. He was meant to be off today, but with strikes he's been called in to cover the emergency department.
This comes at a really tough time for all of us. Straight after a 4-day bank holiday is very hard to cover, and whilst we've done so, I think there is increasing fatigue ultimately, and maybe some frustration too.
She looks at the legs.
And here in Reading, patients like John are currently being seen relatively quickly.
I waited for an hour and 20 minutes and I've been seen by the chap now, so it's been amazing.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you've got to be proud of our NHS, haven't we?
This is the 15th walkout over pay, and hospitals are increasingly able to manage on these strike days.
We've got really good at being able to cope in these situations for an extended period. The impact, though, is on those colleagues who have to work longer hours, and also especially on our patients, some of whom will have their appointments and operations rescheduled today and for the next few days.
Stuart is a patient at another hospital. His cancer is now affecting his heart, but because of the strike, his cardiology appointment that was booked for today has been postponed till May.
Still to disbelief, really, because you think you're almost there, you can see not the finish line, but you're going to get an answer to a problem that is on your mind, and then it's suddenly taken away. Oh, it's really got me down.
Patients need doctors. Doctors need jobs.
The dispute centres on pay. The doctors' union, the BMA, says more is needed to compensate for previous inflation.
We thought that the start of a good deal was forming essentially a few weeks ago, and then right at the last minute the government chose to shift the goalposts by reducing the amount of investment on the table and then stretching it over a number of years. That will have likely now seen real terms pay cuts baked in, potentially not just for this year but in future years to come.
Resident doctors are by a country mile the standout winners of the entire public sector workforce when it comes to the pay rises they have received from this government, and this was a good deal.
I'm told that you've been a bit bummed up.
For Simon and his patients and many more, clarity on how this dispute could be resolved is needed, but without both sides at the table, that looks some way off. Hugh Pym, BBC News, Reading.